All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have found it. This is perhaps the most uncomfortable JD Vance clip I have ever seen, and it just happened moments ago at the Board of Peace meeting that is taking place regarding whether or not we should strike Iran, inversely enough. So the Board of Peace, which is comprised of Donald Trump, JD Vance, Viktor Orban, and other anti-democratic leaders, are now having a conversation about whether or not they should strike another country. Doesn't seem very peaceful to me, but that's not even the most embarrassing thing to happen here. That is not even in the top 10 most embarrassing things to have happened here. JD Vance walks out on stage, takes the mic, and immediately bombs so hard while trying to tell a joke that nobody in the room laughs. And again, that's not even the most embarrassing part. Just 5 minutes before that, Donald Trump was going on and on about how he likes younger women. He says, "It doesn't mean we have to like young and handsome men. Mainly women I like." You'd think one of his advisors would tell him that he should stop talking about how attractive young women are. What an absolute creep. But let's back up to the JD Vance moment. It all starts with Donald Trump trying to take a dig at AOC. AOC had a moment in Munich, Germany, where she stutters for like 3 seconds and then catches her train of thought. And Republicans are so disingenuous. They're trying to act like losing your train of thought for a second is disqualifying, when I don't think Donald Trump has spewed out a coherent sentence in probably the past 9 or 10 years. Even when Donald Trump is stuttering, it doesn't sound any different than his normal thoughts because he's never making any sense or stringing together any cogent sentences. Here's where it starts with Trump taking a dig at AOC and trying to lift up JD Vance.
All the respect for your country. We'll also want to express my gratitude to Vice President J.D. Vance, who is a fantastic man. He's a fantastic talent. He was a great student. He went to one school. He graduated. You know, most people, if you watch some of the people that were at the event in Munich, they didn't graduate quickly from college. They had everything they could do. There was one young, attractive woman. She was unable to answer questions. And she didn't do so well.
Notice how he has to call AOC a young, attractive woman. This guy literally cannot help himself from being an absolute creep. And again, think about it. Donald Trump is trying to criticize a politician for stuttering for 1 second. Are we absolutely serious here? Donald Trump hasn't made sense in a decade.
J.D. did in college. J.D. graduated in a 4.5-year college in 2 years. And then he went to Yale and he graduated at the top of his class, went to the military grade. But when he went to Yale, there was one person that was marginally ahead of him, so he married her. Can you believe it? He married the person that was ahead. I don't know. I always like to say J.D. was first and Usha was second, because I get a little uncomfortable when I say the...
For all of those smarts that JD Vance claims to have, he does not know how to work a crowd without absolutely bombing. Just watch this. JD Vance walks out on stage, takes the mic, and with his first sentence tries to tell a joke and immediately bombs, not even getting a single laugh. To be honest, I don't even quite understand the full joke he was trying to make. I think he was just trying to tear down AOC without actually having a punchline. Take a listen.
Thank you, Mr. President, very much for your leadership, but also for the kind words about me personally. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, but then after the president said that I was so smart and that I didn't want to repeat our congresswoman who froze for 20 seconds over in Munich, now I'm tempted, sir, just to freeze for 20 seconds and just stare at the cameras, and maybe they'll say nice things about me like they do about Congresswoman Cortez. But I have 3 very brief...
Good one. I like to imagine even Trump didn't understand the joke. Trump was probably like, what? Because J.D. Vance looks directly at him and is trying to make a joke for Trump. Here's the thing. Shakespeare said that brevity is the soul of wit, meaning you want to be concise, you want to be quick and short with your jokes. That was way too drawn out. That was a long-ass joke for no punchline. Okay, let's go back to Trump's speech, because he was equally as embarrassing for the United States. Right when he walked out, he began to brag about the Dow hitting 50,000, even though it dropped below 50,000.
45,000 would be amazing achievement over 4 years. Well, we hit 50,000 in the first year, and we hit 7,000, which was actually tougher to do according to the Wall Street geniuses. We hit 7,000 in the first year.
Dude, no one said this would be impossible. Biden's Dow went from 31,000 to like 44,000. It's not impressive that the stock market naturally increases under your term. It's impressive that you've been able to tank the stock market 6 or 7 times in a row. Here, Trump looks around for President Milei of Argentina and then Viktor Orban of Hungary. Viktor Orban is one of the least democratic people in the world right now. Why is he a part of the Board of Peace? You might as well invite Vladimir Putin and Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh, wait, Trump literally did invite Vladimir Putin and Benjamin Netanyahu to the Board of Peace, but they're not officially on it.
But we're honored to be joined today by Prime Minister Rama of Albania. Where is President Milei? You're another one, I'll tell you. Where is President Milei?
This old guy never knows where anyone is, dude.
I endorsed him. I'm not supposed to be endorsing people, but when I like people, I've had a very good record of endorsing candidates within the United States. But now I endorse foreign leaders, including Viktor Orban, who's here. And
America first, baby. The right-wingers will say they don't want America to be interfering with other elections, but they'll let Trump just repeatedly. Look at these two. I mean, we're joking here. Milei isn't even the one that's as offensive. I'm not even as offended by Milei, but Viktor Orban being there is incredibly, incredibly egregious. To continue, Donald Trump then makes a weird comment about liking handsome young women more than young men. I don't try to parse this.
But I was very proud of it. President Pena of Paraguay is here. President, thank you very much. Young, handsome guy. It's always nice to be young and handsome. Doesn't mean we have to like you. I don't like young, handsome men. Women, I like. Men, no, I don't have any interest. Good. That's right. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job, too.
I'm so glad the President of the United States is talking about how he likes young women while he probably has racist Obama memes on his phone that he can't wait to get back to. He's probably excited to get back to these racist Obama memes. Remember, this video discovered by MeidasTouch from 2006 shows a young woman asking Trump if she can go on his plane, and he basically says that young women are his form of alcoholism.
My name is Juliet. I have a question. My question is, how many jets do you have, and how would I apply to be a flight attendant?
I think she's hired. You're hired. Now, I had a case, it was very interesting. A beautiful girl who was 17 or 18 applied to be a waitress. She's so beautiful. She's like a world-class beauty, like the young lady who just asked the question about the actress. She's so beautiful. And my people came, she said, "Well, Mr. Trump, she has no experience." So I interviewed her anyway, because she was so pretty. And I said, "Let me ask you, do you have any experience?" She goes, "No, sir." I said, "When can you start?" You can work at my plant anytime. Yeah. See, now, she worked at my plant. That's like a death wish for me, right? That's like an alcoholic. I have many friends that are wonderful people. They're alcoholics. You put scotch in front of them. It's like, this would be my form of alcoholism.
3 years prior, he said that Jeffrey Epstein is a good guy, but he likes them young. It's just so incredibly clear how Donald Trump views these things. It's not just that he's an old-fashioned old man. It's way, way beyond that. He says things on a daily basis that are just creepy as hell. Listen to him saying Caroline Leavitt has little lips like a machine gun.
When she goes on television, Fox, they dominate. They dominate when she gets up there with that beautiful face and those lips that don't stop, up like a little machine gun.
Lord have mercy. Put a restraining order against him. I'm going to leave it there. If you appreciate these videos, drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.